in Korea with Hyunwoo.
Okay, 현우 선생님 is back in the studio for us. Good morning.
안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
Nice to see you. How are you this week?
I'm doing good. The weather's finally getting warmer.
Yeah, right. Hopefully this trend continues, right?
Yeah,
Right.
I love taking my dog out for a walk, and I couldn't do it for like 2 months
Right.
because the weather was too cold for him.
2
Yeah.
months.
Yeah.
Has your dog like gained weight then?
Not really, but he was like going crazy because we
Yeah.
couldn't take him out for a walk.
Yeah, my dog too. And the other thing is the road conditions are quite dirty
Yeah.
and the salt on the ground and things like
Right.
this. So it's
Right.
really not good for the dog's paws either, right? Yeah.
자, 그렇습니다. So that's another reason that we should be very happy about this upcoming season, right? Okay, so before we start anything, could you please give us your quiz question?
Sure. If someone is particular about something, he or she is number 1, professional. Number 2, picky.
Or maybe professionally picky.
Maybe.
Sure.
One more time, please.
Okay, if someone is particular about something, he or she is number 1, professional. Number 2, picky.
All right, thank you, Hyunwoo. If you know the answer, you can put it on our Bundy board or text in on your cell phone, pounder sharp 1045 for 50 or 101, depending on the length of your text. And you can check our website later to see if you win which prize.
Omega-3 보내드립니다. Okay, so to get some better ideas about today's topic, we have some clips for you.
여자친구를 못 만나는 이유가 딱 하나 있어요.
뭐예요?
제가 옆에서 보기에는
뭐예요?
눈이 굉장히 높아.
아, 맞아요.
진짜 저는 깜짝 놀랐어요. 제가 얼마...
알듯 말듯 내 가슴 태우는 당신은 눈이 높은 여자 언젠간 내게
아, 좋네. 눈이 높은 여자.
당신은 눈이 높은 여자. 눈이 높다.
눈이 높다 is today's key expression.
I know this one. Yeah, because I am this one.
아하.
Yeah.
But-
You are. 맞아.
Is it a good thing to be 눈이 높다?
Well, I think it depends on your definition, your personal definition of 눈이 높다, I guess. I think it's a good thing.
Yeah,
But maybe if it's too extreme,
That's right.
then you might be missing out on good
Oh, yeah.
opportunities and
Yeah.
good,
That's right.
good people to meet, right?
I'm never sure how to answer this question whenever people ask me 눈이 높으세요? 눈이 높은 편이세요? Because I'm not 눈이 높다. But whenever I say that, it might be an insult to my wife. You know?
Okay.
Oh, right. Yeah, exactly. Well, in English, 눈이 높다 means to have, the Konglish expression is a high I, right?
Yeah.
The English expression is high standards.
Right.
Yeah, high standards.
High
Right.
standards.
So yeah, if you say, no, I have low standards, then your partner is
Easy.
like, hey, what the,
I know.
come on. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's always tricky to answer, especially for me. So 눈이 높다, let's talk about how to translate this into
Okay.
some English expressions.
Right. Well, the only one I know is to have high standards. Yeah.
How about being picky?
Picky.
Yep, that works as well. Yeah.
Okay, there's a picky eater.
Picky
I used
eater.
to be such a picky eater when I was little.
Yeah.
편식 많이 하고 그랬거든요.
You can be picky with many different things, though. You can be a picky eater, like you mentioned. You can be picky about your friends. You can be picky about the work that you do.
Okay.
If you're applying for jobs and you turn down 5 jobs because you're waiting for that perfect job,
Right.
then you could say, oh, you're picky with your work.
You're picky with your work.
I think that can also be applied to the Korean language too. You can say that your 눈이 높다
Yeah.
about your jobs, right? Job search.
I see.
눈이 높아서 눈 좀 낮춰야 눈높이를 낮춰야 되는데.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. In English, to have high standards, it can be about people, like the people that you date, or the people that you spend time with in terms of friendship. But it can also be used about work. Same with the Korean expression. 눈이 높다 can be used about your friends and your romantic partner and your work as well.
That's right. Like whenever you have high standards for something that you have to evaluate, then you can say 눈이 높다.
I see.
And in addition to be picky and to have high standards, 2 other expressions that I actually found while searching for some possible translations were to be not easily satisfied and to be choosy. What do you think about those expressions?
Yeah,
Choosy.
choosy is the equivalent of picky. Yep, it's a synonym for sure. What was the other one you mentioned?
To be not easily satisfied.
Not easily satisfied. You're not easily
Like
satisfied.
someone
Very
is
hard
not
to please,
yeah,
right.
Hard
easy.
to please. That might be a better choice. Yeah, you're
그렇죠.
hard to please.
그 웬만해서는 잘 좀 맞추기가 어려운 사람들이 있잖아요.
Yeah.
That person is very hard to please or easy to please. 반대의 경우에는.
눈이 낮다.
근데 눈이 낮다라고 하면 아까 말씀하셨던 것처럼 조금 부정적인 느낌이 좀 있다는 생각이 들어요. I
Like
don't know. I
you'll-
just feel
you'll-
a little bit
Yeah, take anything.
right.
Yeah.
Like a negative connotation.
Just like you were saying about having low standards, right? It's almost like you're insulting yourself or insulting someone else, right?
But sometimes people do say 눈이 낮다 and 높다 too, but people also say 눈이 그렇게 높지 않아요. Meaning I'm
they're-
not such a picky person
Right,
in terms of
yeah.
choosing a date or choosing a job.
right.
Or my standards aren't that high. And if you say that in English, 그렇게 높지 않아요.
네.
They're not that high. You
That
want to
high.
stress the that part of it.
Right.
Yeah.
그래서 그렇게 높지는 않습니다. That doesn't mean that I have really low standards, but my standards are not that high. I'm kind of flexible and easy.
Yeah, exactly. But to say to someone in English, oh, you're really picky, it's almost like
Are you complaining maybe?
a little tiny bit.
Yeah.
It could be. So the same in Korean when you're saying that to someone?
I think it's a cultural thing. Like if someone has not had a girlfriend or boyfriend for a long time and this person obviously seems lonely or something like that, people around this person can say, in the Korean cultural context, can say safely, 너 눈이 너무 높아, 눈 좀 낮춰.
Yeah.
But in English, you wouldn't really say that often, right?
Oh, you have really high standards, or
Unless you're really close to
Yeah.
that person.
you're really picky. Yeah, if you're close with that person, you can say. It can also be used as an excuse as well about when you're using it about yourself.
I see.
You know, if someone says, "Hey, you haven't dated anyone in a while," you say, "Well, I'm kind of picky." You know, it's just an excuse,
Yeah, just
isn't it?
being
Right.
humorous too.
Yeah, exactly.
I see.
Okay. So about yourself.
Yeah.
내가 좀 눈이 높아서 그래라고 한다든지 눈이 높다, 눈이 낮다. 그러네요.
Yeah. And I think people can say 눈이 높다 낮다 about many things, but I think the most commonly talked about topic is 남자 여자. 남자 보는 눈이 높다, 여자 보는 눈이 높다.
That's why I never ever introduce people romantically.
Oh.
Because sometimes people have high standards and that's okay. But I'm always personally insulted if I try to introduce two people and they don't hit it off. I'm like, hey, come on.
Yeah.
I thought you guys were going to be great together.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, it's not going to work. So I used to do it in the past, but not anymore.
Yeah.
But
Are
it's
you-
always fun, I think.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
is
is.
it for
Set
you?
people up.
Yeah.
Do
재밌던데?
you still do it sometimes?
Oh yes, yes. I'm pretty good at it.
Oh, are you really?
어.
You have a good eye for that, huh?
아니 근데 이제 소개는 하지만 두 분이 어떻게 됐는지는 이제 나중 the rest is up to them. So
That's true.
Yeah, that's true. That's the right attitude to have about it too. Right. So 눈이 높다, in English, you want to say that you have high standards. You could also say that you are picky or choosy. And you had a good one too. Something in what was it?
you're a little hard to please.
Hard to please. Yeah. I think all of those expressions can be used
Right.
quite commonly.
오케이. 네, 그렇습니다. 자, 눈이 높고 눈이 낮고 뭐 우리 항상 뭐 이제 이런 표현이 영어로 뭘까요? 궁금해하는 것 중에 하나가 항상 등장하는 표현이 이 말이죠. 그래서 눈이 높다 낮다가 영어로 뭘까? 자, 이럴 때 high standards, 기준이 높다 이런 식으로 말한다는 거 알면 좋겠습니다. Alright.
Hyunwoo, thank you very much.
Thank you.
The answer to your quiz question, please.
All right, the quiz was if someone is particular about something, he or she is picky is the answer. Number
That's
2.
right. 그렇습니다. 자, 정답 주신 분들 가운데 추첨 통해서 선물로 저희가 오메가3 보내드릴 겁니다. Thank you so much, 선생님.
Thank you.
See you next time.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.